Hi guys. Welcome back to RT Share Tea, where respiratory therapists live out loud. With me, your host, Linda Fry, the asthma lady. All right. Welcome back to everybody to RT Share Tea. Welcome to anybody new. And thank you everyone for your feedback. It's been amazing. All right. So we're just going to keep the content coming. There's more to come. So I just want to say happy spring to everybody. We are in the spring season, and in relations to it being springtime, we're going to talk about spring cleaning and asthma education and how these two go hand in hand. All right. But before we do that, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to us on YouTube. We're also on Google Podcasts. We are on Google Podcasts every Wednesday, and we are on YouTube every Thursday. Okay, guys? So please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, folks, we are growing together. All right? So much more to come. All right. So in relations to spring, right? We are in the spring season. So the birds are chirping. The sun is out longer. The kids are at the park. And yes, we cannot forget allergy season is here. And pollen season is also upon us. So all this is a package deal, right? So if you like me, you're waking up with the itchy eyes, blown up eyes and whatnot, gotta take the meds, the eye drops and all that. 'Tis the season, okay? But I'm happy and I'm excited. So in relations to spring, we're gonna talk about spring cleaning. It just kind of goes hand in hand, right? It's a time to declutter. Okay, so how does this relate to asthma education? Okay, so when it comes to spring cleaning, this is a good time to declutter the home. And this is something that I usually tell asthma patients, right? Now, you cannot control the weather changing. You cannot control how bad pollen season is this year. What you can control is what's going on in your home. And if you have asthma triggers in the home, you can modify these things or start to remediate or get rid of these things in the home, or at least calm them down, right? So spring cleaning is an ideal time for patients to reassess what's going on in the home, right? So when you get that stuffy feeling, or, just feeling of just a lot of stuff in the home. I did a home assessment for a pediatric patient, right? And the mom, when we went to do the home environmental assessment and the home visit, the minute you got in the home, you just felt like you could not breathe immediately in the home. And understand, we were trying to figure out why her daughter kept returning back to the ER for asthma exacerbations. So we went to the home. The minute we got to the home, we felt like the oxygen just kind of got sucked right out of you. She had so much stuff, just so much stuff. And mind you, this is a 2-bedroom apartment and there's 8 people living in it, and she was living in the living room at this time, and the kids had one room and the other room was full of more stuff. So there was just stuff everywhere. And I could tell by speaking to the mother that she was overwhelmed with, what was going on with her daughter, and just overwhelmed with what was going on in her life in general. And what she was doing was she was using shop therapy to deal with the stress. She was buying more stuff. You just saw things in shopping bags at this time. So I'm like, wow. She actually, for the time that we had to do the home visit, um she was late because she was shopping at Target. She came home with shopping bags from Target. I was like, wow, you're getting more stuff. It's like, okay. So the advice that I gave her at that time was, you know, what I'm telling you guys now is like, hey, listen. So this was prior to COVID. uh, so before the pandemic. So we told her, say, hey, listen, why don't we try to do, when you go by, I told her what I do. And I deal with clutter as well, because I'm somebody that likes to hang on to things, oh, I might need this, eventually. Like, I'm one of those. So I told her what I do now is the buy one, remove one, process, which is you buy something new and you remove something old, like something you have not worn for over a year or two, or something you barely glance at. So this is how you start to pare down what's going on in the home. So remember that these things, they start to collect dust and they take up a lot of space in the house. So I started to give her those type of tips. And not only that, like I said, she liked to go shopping. So I was like, you know what? While you at Target, you can get you these clear large bins, because she had clothes and just stuff inside boxes. And she also was dealing with, roaches and mice infestation in the apartment. And it's like, I was trying to explain to her, listen, like roaches and mice, they're like, they're guests in a home that provide them food, shelter, and these type of things. They're like any type of guests. If you let them stay for free and you're feeding them, they're gonna stick around, and they're gonna invite their friends and their family with them. Okay. So I basically say, hey, listen, you in Target, start looking for these clear bins, and you can put your stuff in that. So this was just kind of like my way of just kind of introducing her to start her spring cleaning and decluttering. And so by the next home visit, I noticed that she took my advice. She went back to Target and she was very excited to tell me, hey, look, did you see my bins? She had them all stacked up, nice and neat in the corner. And she said she was able to see all her clothes, like, the seasonal stuff. And she was able to create more space. And she also got a new bedroom set. And I gave her a round of applause. I was like, wow, this is amazing. And so that's just another tip. You wanna encourage, you want to reward any positive step, no matter how small it is. You want to reward these things. And that was a huge step. So she was using her shopping in a positive way to help with the decluttering, and helping to deal with her daughter's asthma. And as we continue to have the home visit, progressively she was getting better. And I was the case manager. I had the daughter with me for a year, and I can tell you, no lie, she got better. She got way better, and she has not been back to the emergency room since. So she is a successful case, and her case was complex, to say the least. All right, actually it got bumped up to me, so that's how complex it was. So just know that during spring cleaning, we want to encourage folk to take small steps. We don't want anyone to be overwhelmed or just take on too much at one time, but know that this is just the appropriate time to start to do these type of things. All right, guys. So I hope I helped someone here today, and I hope that you are able to help anyone with these type of facts, if you know someone that have asthma, or if you have patients, or if you yourself is dealing with anything like this, guys. So I just want to say that, you know, we want to encourage folks to be the best version of themselves, and know that anyone with asthma should not be living a limited life. All right, guys. So please, and thank you for listening, and remember to only compete with yesterday's version of you, and to invest in yourself, guys. All right. We are here every Wednesday on Google Podcasts and Anchor, and we're here every Thursday on YouTube. All right, guys. So I'll see you next week. Bye.